Okay. So let's see if we are live. All right. If you guys are there, hold on just a minute. Let me make sure we're live in the group. Not seeing it. Okay, there it is. Okay, now we're live. Okay, cool. Wow, there's already people joining. Okay, cool. So I'm going to show you what we've been working on. At the same time, we are testing Video Geyser. So this video here should go to lead conversion system. It should go to YouTube, Dropbox, Amazon S3. Eventually it'll go inside of Everlesson. It's going all over the place. So we're testing Video Geyser, and I'm showing you the new AutoWebinar platform. So, and I'm going to sail through this because we haven't eaten dinner yet. So let me just come over here and see if we can see the comments. And by the way, check with Bonnie throughout this and see if we're having success. So here's what I'm going to do, guys. I'm inside the course area, and I'm going to come over here to EverFunnels, okay? And I'm going to come down here to AutoWebinar funnel. I got AutoWebinar. Okay. Now, the first thing is you want to choose your course. This is not live yet. It will be live. We're still testing this out very thoroughly. But you're going to come over here and you're going to choose your course. So I can do course immersion, or I can go and add another AutoWebinar to the course if I have more in there. So I have course immersion chosen. Now here's the thing. If I want to go and use ClickFunnels or Convertri or Profit Builder or Thrive Themes, I can do that. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to come over here and I'm going to turn off the webinar funnel. And as soon as I do that, I now have very simple steps to fulfill, right? Because I'm not going to use the pages inside of EverFunnels. Hey, Ray, what's happening? Let's get on a call tomorrow if we can. I'm ready for you to start shooting some more videos for these fine individuals. So if we go ahead and turn this back on, you're going to see that now our funnel setup and our pages and everything is back. So for the sake of time, I'm going to go ahead and turn this off, and we're going to use another platform. Now look how easy this is here, guys. Very, very simple. Now I've already gone through, which is why you're seeing all these blue check marks. But if I hadn't gone through, then we would be over here on step number 1. Now step number 1 is choose your webinar video. So you're going to load a new webinar, or you can pull existing settings from one of your other funnels. So I can come over here and I can go ahead and load a new video. I can choose one, or I can go ahead and load a new one, or I can go ahead and pull in the settings from one of my other webinars, not AutoWebinar, but webinar, or I can pull in one of my AutoWebinar funnels, okay? So I'm going to go ahead and say, let's load a new webinar. We'll load this one right here. Then we're going to come down here, and we're going to say simple Facebook ad hacks, okay? And then we'll come over here and we'll go ahead and let me fix that. We'll go ahead and make that the same, okay? You can see, I don't know what just happened. What did I do? Can I grab that one? Okay, so in this webinar, can you grab that screenshot? We got a little error up there. Okay, in this webinar, you are going to learn the fastest way to set up Facebook ads. Okay, so here's the thing, guys. Oh, you're not connected. It's okay, I'll get it. I'll grab it. Let me just grab this real quick, guys. I'm just going to go ahead and grab this. Yeah, okay. So we'll just do arrow. Okay. Okay, you guys are seeing the real behind the scenes. Okay, so in this webinar, you're going to learn the fastest way to set up Facebook ads. But you're saying, but wait a minute, Chad, you're not using the pages why are you filling all this out? Well, the reason why we're filling all this out is because remember, we're going to pull this into your emails as well, right? So hosted by me, then we're going to set up our time zone. Okay, good. Save and proceed to next step. All right, so now I'm over here on step number 2, schedule times. And so look, you can run an exact scheduled auto webinar if you know the exact date, okay? Or what's even better, let me unset all these, or let me just go ahead and delete this. Here's the thing, we got a reoccurring webinar. And so we're gonna go ahead and say, okay, add, and I'm gonna run it Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday at 10 a.m. And I'm also gonna run it Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday at 2 p.m. Now this idea right here was Eduardo. He came up with the concept of doing that. Okay, now that we've done that, over here you have the ability to choose single time or multiple times. So if I chose single time, then I have an option. I can do what's called a special override, and I can go ahead and say, okay, the first time is going to be 5 minutes from the start of their current time on their computer. Or we can just go ahead and have it to where the webinar instantly starts, okay? Or, and just go ahead and type in the chat here, guys. Let me know if you understand what I'm saying here. Let me know if you get it. As you're seeing this live feed, guys, type in the chat here. Let me know that this is easy, that this is simple, that you got it, that you're in 100%, no problem. Everybody can do a webinar. Like, give me some kind of confirmation that you guys are getting this. Because the other thing is, we can come over here and we can do multiple times. And now with multiple times, if I pull this menu down, check this out, guys. You can pull from your exact scheduled webinars. You can pull from reoccurring webinars, or you can do random, which means it's going to pull from here and here in a random order. Now that's pretty freaking cool, isn't it? That's the one I would choose. And you can have it to where the special override is on, and there will be a webinar that starts 7 minutes and 3 seconds from their current time. Now, yes or no? How many people understand this so far? I think that was the hardest part right there. I think that part right there is the hardest part. So before I continue, I want you guys to comment on the chat. Let me know if you understand this. Let's see if anybody comments. We're getting a bunch of crazy faces and hearts and kissy faces. Let's see if everybody understands. There's a little bit of a delay. I'm watching on my phone, so I just want to make sure. Okay, Lynn says she's got it. Is Lynn the only one that's got it? Andrew's got it. It's starting to sink in. Oh man, this is easy, man. This is cake. Piece of cake, right? Okay. So now we're going to come over here and we're going to proceed to the next step. So now we're over here on step number 3. So here's the thing, with step number 3, you guys have a choice. And this is something that we're still adding. You can either choose a custom URL, or what you can do is you can have it to where they're going to stay on the page where they're registering. And so you're going to see this. They're going to enter their details, and then once they do, a message is going to pop in that opt-in box that says, hey, congratulations, you're registered, now go check your email. And that way they stay on the page. Very, very advanced stuff, guys. But probably what you're going to do is you're going to do a custom URL. So I don't know if this is a real URL, is it? Let's see.
It is, but it's not. It's just a test page.
Okay, so we're going to send them here when we're done. So I'm going to go ahead and do this. Now you're saying, but why would you do that? You're a page builder. Well, remember, we turn the page builder off. We turn the funnel off. The goal is to get the webinar set up as fast as we possibly can using another page builder. Okay, so now if you want to have a chat box, you can turn that on. You can go ahead and display a number to start your attendees. So I'll do like 67, right? If you want to have a sharing box, they can post on Facebook, sign up URL. You go ahead and click these, you turn these on, no big deal. And then here is your order form, okay? So you go ahead and type in your order form, and what we're about to do now is we're gonna have it to where this appears in the cart button, which it already does, but now we're gonna put a timer down below that says, show the order form 47 minutes into the presentation. And we're gonna have this little graphic over here that's got a picture, a headline, and a call to action to get them to buy. And that's going to appear over here, and you guys are gonna see that in the next couple days. So now I'm gonna come over here, and I'm gonna click on Save and proceed to next step. Okay, so now we're over here, and if we want to set up holiday hours for our webinar, like Christmas, New Year's, Thanksgiving, we can do that, and then we put in a special little webinar. Or if we want to limit our registration, right? So if we don't want them to register on the same day, or or we can allow same-day registration. Most of the time, you're going to have it set here, and we're going to click Save and proceed to next step. Now we're over here on step number 5. And with step number 5, guys, what happens is the people that you already have inside of Everlesson, you can actually send them a post email sequence saying, come on the webinar. Now that's not going to be very useful to you, to be honest with you, but what will be useful is if you had another section over here that says, can anybody guess what would be so freaking cool? If we had a development team put another box over here, and you could do one thing in that box for notifications, what would it be? Can anybody guess what that would be? Let's see if they guess it. You know what it is, don't you? Can anybody guess what might be in that box when somebody registers for the webinar? Let's see if they guess it. Bots? Nope. But we can do things with bots. We can do things with bots on the registration page. A text? Nope. An autoresponder sequence? Nope. You've already got that. What else? Come on, guys. What else would you want to happen in the back end when you get a lead in the door? What else would you want to happen? Live? Nope. Chatbot? Come on, Manny.
Bam, bro.
Veronica's pretty close, but what kind of tag would you want, Veronica? I'm looking for 3 letters, darling. What would you want to have? What kind of tag would we want to have on step number 5? Can anybody guess what kind of tag we would want to have on step? There you go. So here's what's going to happen, guys. We're putting a box right here where you are going to fire off a tag inside the lead conversion system. And so now you know how powerful that is. But guess what? Once we lay out the statistics, we're going to have it to where you're able to fire off a tag when they complete your webinar. When they complete your webinar and they don't buy. When they register for your webinar and they don't attend. When they join your webinar and they leave halfway through. Whoo, now it's starting to get powerful, isn't it? Can you imagine if somebody leaves your webinar, the minute they leave, a tag gets fired off and LCS sends them a text that says, hey, where'd you go, cowboy? Come on back because we're getting ready to roll out with the bonus. Are you guys seeing how powerful this is? It's all coming inside this system. So you're going to fire off the tag right here. And then you're going to come over here to next step. Now we're over here on loading the setup. And so this is very basic, checking the audio, setting up screen share. Webinar will begin shortly. And now we're going to go ahead and save this and check this out. This page here is our playground right now, but I'm changing it up for you because here's what you're able to do. Can you send me a link to the button that works? Check this out, guys. If you take ClickFunnels, ConvertTree, Profit Builder, Thrive Themes, whatever, and if you include this script in the page, as well as one of these button codes, and you're able to change the color, the style, whatever. I'm cleaning up this page for you. We're just testing it right now. If you include these two things in your page, it can be a page builder, it can be WordPress, it can be HTML, it can be any kind of page you can think of. You put that in the page, you put this in the page, guess what, guys? Now, I'm going to show you what happens. So as soon as he gives me the link, give me just a minute. And we want the one in ConvertTree.
Oh, the one, gotcha.
Yeah, I'm going to show you what this looks like inside of ConvertTree, guys. You're going to love it. The page is ugly, but we don't care. I just want to show you.
Okay, I'm sending it right now.
I just want to show you what this looks like. And no, Manny, we can't do that. That would make no sense because that feature is Lead Conversion System, not Everlesson. So let me go ahead and grab this here. I'm going to go ahead and open this up. And so you can see that we have this button right here on a ConvertTree page. And we're still working this, but if I click it, you're going to see that now I can come in here and here are all my times that I did for this webinar. And I can limit the times. I can do whatever it is I want to do. And so if I choose that time, then I can go through, and we're still working this thing, guys. I can go ahead and register. Okay. There we go. And I click reserve my seat. And remember, what it's going to do, if I set this up right, and I don't know if I did, it should redirect me. Oh, it says I'm already registered. Okay, hold on a minute. I'm sure I am registered. Let's try this one. Successfully registered. And then what's going to happen, I don't know if I saved it or not. Karthik, if you want to look into this, it's then going to redirect over to the thank you page. And so therefore, you guys are able to go through this very basic setup and using another page builder besides our page builder, you are able to go through and actually have a webinar setup, an auto webinar setup in a matter of minutes, complete with the email notifications, the tags, and everything. So if you look here, this has the proper functionality inside of our page builder, okay, and we're playing with that page right now. But let me show you this one here. So if I open this, this is what your webinar is going to look like. So now you guys are starting to understand how fast you can set up one of these webinars, and you get to change your setting on this and everything else. So the webinar will start playing. You got the chat over here. You got all this stuff over here, right? They can share it. Guys, look at this. So now the next step is we're going to have it to where the package comes in here and they got the offer and everything else. So they can come over here. They can buy it from here. They can go ahead and collapse this section. Check this out, guys. You have this right now. You just don't have the new layout. But we are currently working on this new layout, okay? So, guys, it's going to be awesome. And so whether you choose to use the webinar funnel or not, this is now going to be cake for you. And you're going to have your reminder set up. You're going to have your post set up. Everything is all right here. You should have an auto webinar set up in like 5 minutes. And that used to take forever. And when you fire off that lead conversion system tag, oh my God, it's game over. All of this right here inside of Everlesson, and most people didn't even know that Everlesson had an auto webinar. Now, if I can kind of show you guys what's coming down the pipeline, I have a bonus that I have to deliver to you, and I'm going to deliver to you, guys. I will make good on every bonus with Segmate. I will make good on every bonus for those that purchase the partner program. Unfortunately, I kind of went through some heartache with my significant other and the Trello boards and everything else, and so we've been in the fight of our life to try to get the Trello boards restored. But let me show you what's coming down the pipeline. And by the way, did you load those new screenshots? Can you put those in there?
Yeah.
Let's make sure we don't forget those.
Yep. I'll get that.
This right here is my bonus to you guys. And so if I open this up, remember, everybody that purchased the partner program is going to get the new auto workshop sequence. So we're getting ready to start that now that we're wrapping up the auto webinar, and that is where you're going to be able to go and load multiple videos for your workshop, just like I did for the digital course masterclass, just like I did for the Build a Bot workshop, just like I'm going to do for the new LinkedIn training that we have coming up. You're going to be able to take that workshop format and put it on autoplay, just like this. You'll be able to choose your videos ahead of time. You'll be able to choose the replay lesson that shows up after so much time, and you'll even be able to pull in your option, and you'll be able to choose the time for that as well. So remember, this is a promised bonus for everybody that purchased the partner program, and we've also got to get going with the actual bots. So all of this, guys, is included inside the EverLesson platform. Now, I just want to get this real quick response from you guys. How many people can now set up an auto webinar? Because I believe that you can set up an auto webinar in about 10 to 15 minutes, if that. For me, it's going to be about 3 minutes. For you, the very first time, just going through these simple little steps, you're going to be able to set this up in no time at all. Do I have everybody's confidence? And remember, you're also firing off tags inside the lead conversion system, which means now you have the ultimate follow-up. You have the sales pipeline. You have the tagging. You're getting notified on your mobile app. It's being assigned to your team member. You got text messages going out. You got emails going out. You got all of this stuff happening on your auto webinar platform. Now, not to let the cat out of the bag, not only are we going to fire off the tag right here for the lead conversion system, but if I also come inside of here, I'm going to show you what else we're doing. So if I come over here to my settings, and if I come over here to gamification, we're going to put another drop-down menu right here. So this badge, when you receive this badge, it's a points badge. You're going to receive this reward, whatever the reward is, but can anybody guess what drop-down menu we're going to have right here? Can you see what time that restaurant closes? Can anybody guess what drop-down menu we're going to have right here inside the gamification? And Manny, I just gave you a detailed video, man. Go with it. No excuses. Go with it. Make it happen, dude. I don't know how many people go through this and they said, man, this is so freaking easy. You got to get out of your head, dude. You got to go into it saying, you know what? I can do this. No problem. I can do this. No problem. You can do this. Now, let's see what Tim says. He says, add to webinar. Nope. It's not going to be add to webinar. Can anybody guess? I've been toying with you on this webinar here, on this live feed. What would be something really cool to fire off when you receive a certain badge. So think about what the badge does. The badge tells you when you've completed a certain goal, or you can fire it off halfway through your course, or you could fire it off when they finish the course. So what in the world could we do when they receive a certain kind of badge? You got those screens already loaded?
Yep, it's already up.
I'm going to show you. If we come over here, if we open this up, booyah! Right here. Look at here, guys. Here's the badge. Here's what we're going to do. We're going to have another drop down where you are going to fire off a tag inside the lead conversion system. So now they finish the course, they receive that badge, they receive this reward, they get a text message in lead conversion system. Hey, congratulations, you just completed this course. Your next step is to watch my webinar. And guess what, guys? It's an auto webinar, but it's a reward for them, right? And now they're in an email campaign. And now they're in a sales pipeline. And now your sales team member is taking care of it. Are you guys starting to understand the power of the LCS tags? And these are all being added as we speak. Matter of fact, here is the tag right here in the notification settings. It's going to be right here. Guys, most powerful system on the planet, man. And I'm telling you right now, it's all starting to come together. All starting to come together. Manny, I challenge you in front of everybody on this call. As soon as we get this set up, here and probably tomorrow, as soon as all of this is live for you, Manny, I challenge you, just take a video. Just take a video and load that video, Manny, and make an auto webinar. I promise you, you're going to blow yourself away with what you can do with this system. We have made it so very easy. So very easy, guys. So now you got Everlesson, you got all the pages, you got the ability to import, you got the gamification, you got the monetization, you got the affiliate program, you got the auto webinar, and now we're tying it in with the second world's greatest system, the lead conversion system. Oh my God. I don't know what else we can do. Look out, man, because it's testing that we're going to be 500xing our business here real soon. So get ready for it, guys, because you are all very much involved with this. So this is your auto webinar system. And remember, you're going to have the auto workshop here very soon as well. And remember, we're also going to tie the bots into all of this. Carl Shukar is driving me nuts saying, Chad, man, let's go crazy with these bots. And I am totally on board. Guys, I got to go feed Eduardo, man. We're starving. It's been a long day. How many people are excited? Type in the chat. Let me know if you're excited about this webinar platform. Let me know if you're excited that you're finally going to be able to go out there and run auto webinars without any technical obstacles, without any freaking difficulties. Type in the chat, guys. Let me know how excited you are, because we are working on this night and day. Night and day for you guys to be successful with this. Ray Lane, Mr. Ray Lane, the great marketer, Mr. Ray Lane. Ray, what do you think of this platform, dude? Are you liking this or what? Ray, so look, Manny wants sales videos. He needs sales videos to be expensive. Would you mind doing some sales videos, not sales videos, but tutorial videos for Mr. Manny Charles? Do you think I can get you to start doing these videos for us? Let's see what Mr. Ray Lane has to say about that, Manny. Ooh, he must like you. He says, heck yeah. So Manny, you got to give him a heart, and you got to tell Mr. Ray Lane how much you love him, because he does the best videos in the business. But Ray, what do you think? Do you like this? You're familiar with all the platforms out there. Do you like this, Ray? And guess what, Ray? You won't believe it, but we actually have it set up where you can grab text and you can put text on a page and it will open up. See this here? You can grab text and it will open up that button where they can register for the webinar. So it's like, are you freaking kidding me? So now the next step is we're going to make a WordPress plugin where you can just pull in those buttons and you can pull in the text wherever you want. And then that little box opens up and they can register for your AutoWebinar. Guys, everybody is going to be able to do this AutoWebinar. Everybody. And it's not even our core focus, man. We're not even an AutoWebinar platform. We're just trying to do it so that everybody that builds a course is able to sell their course from the webinar. Crazy stuff, right? We're extremely fortunate to have an amazing team. Karthik and his team are working around the clock. Eduardo and I are working around the clock. Our freaking heads are killing us. You should see these boards. If you're here at EverMentor this weekend, starting tomorrow, if you can come to EverMentor here in Las Vegas, Nevada, let me know. It is going to be a very, very small, private, intimate group, and that is the one that you want to attend because that is when you get the most attention. So if you can make it to Las Vegas, come on out here and sit in the EverMentor chairs. We have a nice, beautiful white chair waiting for you, and we will be covering more of this, and you will have my attention. And I will buy you lunch, and you will be very happy. And it's snowing, so you can go outside and make snow angels if you want to. Anyways, I just wanted to jump on here and show you this. I promise you that. And remember, we're also testing Video Geyser at the same time. So we're wrapping up Video Geyser as well. Oh, and let me show you this. Ray Lane, you got to check this out, man. Look at this. If I type in, Ray, tell me if you want access to this. I did this one with my eyes closed. Check this out, Ray. You got any webinars that you do, Ray? Do you got any masterminds that you do? Check this calendar out, Ray. You can feature all of your events. They can come over here. They can sign up for it. They can see it by the calendar. They can see it by the list. They can see it by the tile. This is called Calendry. And so what I could do is I can come over here and I can type in evermentor.calendry.com. And so what I can do is I can make specific calendars for the EverMentor event. You see this? And so I got sign up links here. Guess what, Ray? We get to pull these into EverLesson. So now we're going to have a little widget on the side that shows all of your webinars coming up, all of your live events coming up, all of your trainings, whatever you load into the system, you're going to be able to showcase that. And it's going to be a direct API. So it's not going to be some funky iframe thing. It's going to be a direct API inside of EverLesson. Definitely something that I had to have with everything we have going on. So we're wrapping this up. We're wrapping up Video Geyser. We're doing some changes to Easy Links. We got some extensions being built out. We got some new apps being built out. The lead conversion system, I'm not even going to begin telling you where we're at with that. That thing is just crazy right now. All kinds of stuff happening, guys. We're back in the game and we're knocking stuff out. So thank you so much for attending. Ray, I will reach out to you tomorrow. Guys, I hope you're excited, man. Big, big things on the way. Take care.